Hi guys, today I'm gonna read The Pirate Prince. Once there was a rich but lazy prince who spent all day sailing on the sea near his place. The prince asked his father, the king, to build a beautiful ship that could explore far into the sea. The king commanded the finest shipbuilders to work day and night to complete the ship, which was painted with gold and had crowns on the sails. Soon the prince took the ship out into the ocean. He had crowns on the sails. We must not go far, warned one of the sailors. This is the sea where the dreaded pirate Captain Blackwater sails on his ship, the Ruby Skull. The spoiled prince complained that had never seen a pirate before. I want to meet the dreaded Captain Blackwater, he said. So the golden ship sailed far into the sea until there was no sign of land. All that could be seen was that column horizon. That looks interesting, said the prince. Sail towards it. The sails grumbled, but they couldn't disobey their prince. They sailed towards the strange column. They saw that it was whipping the sea up into a huge tunnel of water, higher than the ship. Here it is. It's not higher than the ship. You see how long is the ship? Oh, it's this one. Why the sea? Fantastic, said the prince. I must see it more closely. He climbed up to the look post on the tallest mast. This is the tallest mast. And then he fell. Yeah, this is it. Tallest mast. However, the ship swayed in the choppy sea. The prince lost his balance and fell into the water. You see, I know. The prince was sucked into the hurricane and carried far away until the fierce wind died down and the prince was dropped into the sea. He swam all of his might and eventually reached a deserted island. The prince lived on the empty island for many months, growing the lee fate. One day, the big fast-looking ship sailed past. The prince waved and shouted at the top of his voice. The ship stopped and he swam out to it. Up, someone helped him, but instead of grabbing into a hand, the prince found he was holding a hook that belongs to none other than Captain Blackwater, the most fearsome pirate on the seven seas. The ship was his famous vessel, the Ruby Skull. We have come to this island to maroon a group of mutineers, said the captain. One of them was my second in command. If you can defeat him, a sword fight, you can take his place. The mutinous sailor was a wicked-looking man. Someone threw the prince a sword, and the sailor decked of the Ruby Skull, which a clever trick of his sword the prince sent the man tumbling on the side of the ship, and the pirates gave a big cheer. There was a wicked sultan in these parts who kidnaps men from the coast and sells them as slaves. And Captain Blackwater, we plunder his ships and set the slaves free. You will join us, stranger. The prince had no choice but to join the Captain Blackwater's crew and became a pirate. They sailed the seas and attacked all the sultan's ships. They couldn't find their stole and all the jewelries. The sultan, they set all the sultan's slaves free. The prince became hard-working sailor and brave fighter. He soon lost his spoiled ways. One day, the news reached Captain Blackwater that the Sultan has sent boats out to capture the king who was sailing nearby. This is the king's sail in the ocean, a golden ship with crowns on the sails, said the captain. It said that he searches for his long-lost son. When the prince heard this, he knew that the king must be his father. I know this king, said the prince. If we can reach him before the sultan does, we will all be rich. The sultan's ship is twice as big as the ruby skull, said Captain Blackwater. We must reach the king's ship first. The captain set sail for the golden ship, but it came within sight. The prince saw the sultan's towering vessel and already reached it. Sultan's men had jumped aboard the king's ship and taken him hostage. The sultan's men, the Captain Blackwater, waited until the dead of night. Then he sailed up close and sneaked aboard with all his crew. I think these are the last pages. When the Sultan's men woke up, they found they were being invaded. Their weapons and fought the pirates. And the chaos of the battle, the prince searched the lower deck of the ship until he found a locked room. Forcing it open, he found the king inside. The king drew his sword. You won't take me alive, he roared. I'm here to rescue you, father, said the prince. The king recognized his son and they hugged joyfully. That's a new word. Together, the king and the prince rushed to fight with Captain Blackwater and his men. They helped pirates to defeat the Sultan's crew and capture the huge ship. When the battle was over, Captain Blackwater was very supplies to find the Sultan's crew and capture the huge ship. However, still little worried that the king might punish him for his pirate ways. The next day, the king, prince, and the pirate all sailed back to the palace together, and the king was so delighted to have his son back, and he made Captain Blackwater head of his fleet. The captain was so proud he decided to give up being a pirate altogether. After that, the Sultan never troubled the king. or the pirate prince again. And everyone lived happily ever after. And finished. Hope you liked the story. Bye. Bye. Bye.